Okay, we're looking at a grammar type question, commas, semicolons, periods. It's going to be an independent clause, boundaries type question. Okay, first thing I'm going to try is, well, added whenever, semicolon, added, period, whenever. So whenever we see that, that's the same answer. Can't be right. A, B, and C will be wrong. Okay, so it's going to be added without or added comma whenever. Probably added comma whenever. Let's take a look though. As British scientist Peter Wibberley has observed, the Earth is not a very good timekeeper. Earth's slightly irregular rotation rate means that measurements of time must be periodically adjusted. Specifically, an extra leap second is added whenever time based on the planet's rotation lags a full 9/10 of a second behind time kept by precise atomic clocks. So is added whenever. Actually, there is no comma there. Whenever is going to be basically, I guess, our subordinating conjunction at the end of an independent clause. So we'll have independent clause, and when subordinating conjunction dependent clauses follow, there's usually no comma. He came over to dinner after the food was cooked. There's no comma before after. So with subordinating conjunctions, we don't use the comma. D is the answer. Okay, grammar question. We've got and, commas, comma, ands. All right, the comma and is the only one that combines independent clause, so I might start there. Let's take a look here, though. Pope was a Tiwa leader from such and such, a pueblo located 25 miles north of present-day Santa Fe, New Mexico. He was instrumental in organizing the Pueblo Revolt of 1680. So that's independent clause. And as a result of his leadership, dependent clause, comma, the Spanish colonizers were expelled from the region, independent clause. This is our classic new independent clause, period, dependent clause, comma, independent clause, which means this must be the right answer. I need to combine two independent clauses. These will all be run-ons, comma, splices. They won't do. Grammar question, and, comma, and, comma, and, comma. I doubt that's right, but who knows? And without a commas. All right, let's see what's going on here. So gathering accurate data, the only one that's an independent clause combination is, well, that one, but maybe it's not right. So it might be the first thing I look at though. Gathering accurate data on water flow in the United States is challenging because of the country's millions of miles of waterways and the fact that the volume and speed of water at any given location can vary drastically over time. So of waterways, millions of miles of waterways, the volume and speed, and the fact that the volume and speed, I don't think we need, hold on, we might need to combine them. So gathering data on the water flow is challenging because of the country's millions of miles of waterways. That is an independent clause. Okay. And then afterward, and the fact that the volume and speed of water at any given location can vary drastically over time. So the fact that the volume and speed of water at any given location can vary drastically over time. It needs something else. That doesn't complete a thought. That's not right. So this is a dependent clause. So millions of miles of waterways and the fact that the volume and speed, I don't think we even need any punctuation. Waterways and the fact that I won't have a comma around that. I'm not combining independent clauses, so it's neither of those. I think D is going to be the answer. No punctuation, no commas at all. Okay. This is a grammar question, and I've got colon, long dash, no punctuation or comma. Okay, chances are it's going to be a colon, but let's go ahead and look. In 2008, 2 years after the death of science fiction writer Butler, the Hunting Library in California received a collection of more than 8,000 items. Well, I don't think we need any punctuation right there. The Hunting Library in California, the preposition in California, we don't need a comma. And the Hunting Library received with the preposition in between, there's no need for a comma there. So the preposition's not separated parenthetically. We don't put a comma between the subject, noun, and the verb. No reason for a comma, definitely not a colon, and not a long dash. D is the correct answer. Okay, we've got another grammar question. And again, looks like we only have kind of one thing, so hopefully it's a little easier. I have a period, a comma, a semicolon. So right away, I know the period and the semicolon are exactly the same structure, the same setup. They would be the same answer. They can't be right. So it's going to be the comma or no punctuation. This is very typical. We see this a lot. So remember, our approach when we see a period or a similar punctuation is we check first if there's the same answer with the semicolon or a comma coordinating conjunction, that is fanboys. To eliminate them, if we can't eliminate them, then I first try the period answer, not the commas or the no punctuation. And we go from there. So archaeologists have estimated that pre-Columbian Native American city of Cahokia, located across the Mississippi River from modern-day St. Louis, Missouri, had as many as 20,000 inhabitants in the year 1150 CE, making it one of the largest cities. So comma, making it. I need the comma, making it. This is the participle clause at the end of my main clause. The city had as many as 20,000 inhabitants in the year 1150. Independent clause, comma, dependent clause started with this participle. C is the correct answer.